ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Hi, and welcome to this first look at sports on a Tuesday. I am Julian Gibson. Right now in the Diamond at the Bankers softball field. They should be playing Game 7 of the New Providence Ladies Softball Championships. The Proper Care Pool Lady Sharks and the Sigma Brackets in a do-or-die situation. In the feature game, it is also that same situation between the Hornet Sporting Launch Hitmen and the Andre Gardner Construction Buccaneers. Meanwhile, from Andres, the Nichols Star Navigators say they will be ready for the round-robin tournament the end of this month.
I feel we're going to do well because we come from too far.
What is it going to take for you all to win the round-robin tournament?
God and strength and skill.
Just hitting those fast pitch and doing what we did tonight.
All it's going to take is more defense. I know we can hit that ball. I know we can hit because Tori does spit fast ball. We just need to lock down the defense and we'll go far.
We already hit the pitch here. The only way to do when we get to Nassau, stay focused and hit the ball.
Stay focused, stay strong, and let's play ball. Togetherness wins the game.
Now on Saturday past, Robert Dunkley from the Bahamas Sailing Association was elated to be in Andros to get the youngsters on that island involved in sloop sailing.
The enthusiasm is fantastic. These kids are very, very keen about the sailing. Every single one of them, this is their first time sailing. Some of the older kids have gotten caught on very, very quickly, and I think that the program here shows tremendous promise because of the number of kids and the enthusiasm I'm really seeing here. BSA is fully behind any program like this. This is what we really encourage throughout the islands, and we're there to help any of the communities with their sailing programs. This is the kind of thing that we're very, very, very interested in.
And for the youngsters involved in the program starting in 2 weeks, they want the public to address them as Captain This and Captain That. What areas you need to work on in order to be a good skipper?
The only area I'm weak in is the talking.
And why is that?
It's a bit scary because of a fast boat.
What are some of the things you learned here this morning?
How to sail, steer, and tack.
What do you think about this opportunity what these guys are doing?
Well, I think it's very nice. I learned how to sail a boat. I learned how to tack. I learned how to get on top of a boat. This is actually my first time riding in a boat. My first time sailing a boat.
We was able to sail and we was putting the bow and to show how to put the bow to the way to turn and stuff.
How you feel about this opportunity where you can learn more about sloop sailing?
I feel good.
What's some of the things you need to work on in order to be a good skipper?
Traveling to sail and stay in the boat.
And finally, the Freedom Farm Baseball League, in conjunction with the Central Florida Sting, hosted a two-day softball clinic over the weekend at Freedom Farm Complex in Yamakroa. The two sides met during a tournament this past summer, and a partnership was formed.
Was a very basic team that we saw over there. They obviously wanted help, needed some help with some fundamental kind of things because they've not been playing softball, fast pitch softball here with the girls until recently. So we've tried to put together a program here for the next couple of days that will teach them just basic fundamentals, take the girls that are a little bit more advanced and try to help them a little bit, but bring the girls that need basic skills up to a skill level where they can really start to enjoy the game.
We see some new faces as well as our own league players. We would have expected to see quite a bit more, but we're happy with what we have. The coaches seem impressed with the talent that we have. The instruction that they're giving is second to none. These guys have played international tournaments. They're national champions from the US, and so the information that they're giving to us today is invaluable, and we appreciate it very much.
Fully supporting this new partnership between Freedom Farm and the Central Florida Sting is President of the Bahamas Softball Federation, Burkett Dorset.
This is indeed a good gesture, and this is a developmental league that we anticipated, and we hope that from the success of this league, we will have more young women playing in the senior leagues, and also it will afford the young ladies an opportunity to further their education through softball.
Now there is still work to be done, but moving forward, this partnership between the Sting and Freedom Farm is expected to pay huge dividends.
We would certainly love to be able to bring teams over here. We have taken teams to a lot of places. We've done things in Cuba. We've done things in Hawaii. It just takes a planning process that takes about a year to do, and we're ready to start. Senator Burrows has been encouraging us to do some work on our end, and they'll do some work on their end, and hopefully we'll be able to put something together that lets us bring some teams here. We would love to have an event here.
And NCAA college football will be coming to our shores in December of 2014. Plans were announced yesterday at the Atlantis Resort. President of the Bahamas Soccer Federation, Anton Seeley, and Lee Miller from Conference USA very high on the bowl game.
We are confident that our venue at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium will prove a worthy home for the Bahamas Bowl, and we assure conference commissioners that they will find a cooperative staff and a venue that's fully equipped and prepared with all that is required to stage this marquee event. We look forward to working closely with all the stakeholders over the course of the next 12 months to ensure the utmost success of this event.
We want this to be more than a college football bowl game. We want to create community events around the bowl game to engage the Bahamian community and their youth with our student-athlete participants. I want to thank Mr. George Mark Antonis and the Atlantis for making the first commitment to believing in this journey.
Now, Sports Minister Honorable Dr. Danny Johnson is fully on board endorsing this event. In fact, he believes, just like me, the Bahamas will now become a sports tourism destination.
We hope that in 10 years, the Bahamas will be the #1 sports tourism destination in the world. And so I want to say congratulations to the commissioners present for your faith, time, and consideration in looking at us as a destination. But most of all, we applaud your vision in picking this place at this particular time, because something very special is about to happen in this country.
And with the Opti Sailing organization now taking place on the island of Andros, the youngsters will now have more opportunities. The club got formed on Saturday past.
This is one in the series of workshops that we will be having throughout the length and breadth of Andros. This Optimal Sailing is new to us, and that's why you see the turnout is so huge. We have a number of students who are participating in this Optimal Sailing workshop here in Kong Sang this morning. We have kids from Red Base, Nicholstown, Mascapine, Park, Losang, and Morgan's Bluff. So we are looking to take this to the other part of Andros, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to commend and congratulate the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture for the assistance he had been giving us.
Anything with the youths is in my heart, to getting the youths them into positive things. I think that this sailing where they could go and be a part and learn something that could probably be dying in this community, because there ain't much people right now doing any sailing. If you notice the Irish Regatta, we don't have hardly no boats, not much sailors. So teaching the youths them to get involved into sailing is a good thing for this community. It brings a lot of opportunities for the young kids.
From softball, Michael Colebrook is one president that is very proud of the season that he has had. It has been a good run for the Big Yard of Andros.
The female division was the most competitive division in the Andros softball district. We expect this series to go 7, and it live up to all this billing, Julian.
Now your two teams move on to Nassau. It's going to be tougher, more difficult. You guys can pull it off?
We've been coming to the round robin tournament for the last 7 years. Every year we have been able to improve. This year will make no difference. I tell you, our female have improved tremendously, and I believe Christopher, the Punisher, is on his game this year, and we're going to show that Andros will be more competitive in this year round year tournament, sir.
What do you guys need to do to build up on the season? To me, it's a success. You need some more teams. I know you have the fans.
Well, this year, Julian, we have only had two female male teams, particularly the Young Breed and the Gemini Cougars. Next year, we're hoping to have at least 6 teams ranging as far as Boeing Sang in the south.
The 2013 Uncle Lou Adderley Vince Ferguson Captain Basketball Tournament taking place at Loyola Hall on Gladstone Road over the weekend. And Assistant Tournament Director Sidney Burrow says that this event was very special for the church.
The tournament was basically designed to bring the parishes together from out of the on a social basis out confined to the church. And basically it came about because 2 gentlemen that contributed so much to the Catholic Archdiocese and basketball in this community, so we basically named it after them and brought it together. I can say it's been growth in it over the years, but it's still room for improvement. As you know, there's always room for improvement. But it basically is our 10th year anniversary. And we're looking basically for next year to try and get more improvement from the churches as well as the schools.
Is there any thought of bringing in Family Island teams maybe at some time?
Well, actually, we supposed to have a Family Island team supposed to come down this year, but due to circumstances beyond their control, they was not able to travel. But hopefully by next year, we will have some Family Island parishes here with us.
You guys have any other events on the calendar for the rest of the year?
Well, right now, none as I know of, but I know for next year, I think the Catholic Games again will be happening, which happens, I guess, around sometime in Easter. So we'll have Catholic Games.
What are your thoughts about the church games? Would you guys like to see them come back?
Yeah. Well, people have been asking also for softball to get kick off, as well as track. So, it's in a slow process moving, but we're getting there.
A small group of young men turned out on Saturday to take part in the Sports World Football Skills Camp. The turnout wasn't what organizers had expected, but they worked with what they had.
Oh, I'm happy to see that they're out here. They're sacrificing their holiday weekend to come out here to the camp, and I know that they're going to be immensely blessed by these men that have come today. Some of the things that we're doing now, some of them are doing it for the first time.
Among the instructors at the camp was former NFL player Lee Rousson, and he has a special way in getting through to the kids.
Most kids love, what they think are professional athletes, and I was fortunate to play for the New York Football Giants, and I'm a member of 2 World Championship Super Bowl teams. So my Super Bowl rings go bling bling to the kids. They're like, oh, let me look at the ring, and so but then you speak into their hearts, even something that's more valuable than the ring, But what's behind the ring, the blood, sweat, and tears, and the hard work, and the never giving up, and the love and faith, it's really been a wonderful opportunity for me.
Steve Grant is also a former NFL player, and he says Sports World's message of Go Positive was well received.
Our theme with Sports World is you're not born a winner, you're not born a loser, you're born a chooser. And life ultimately comes down to choices.
In terms of talent, Rousson and Grant were both in awe about what the Bahamas has to offer.
There's so much talent. Oh, I wish I could take some of them back home with me to New York. I told one kid, I said, I may put you in my suitcase.
There's a few athletes here this morning, but all throughout the week, we've encountered tremendous athletes. And I was a little bit surprised. I didn't know the Bahamian people had so many good athletes. But that's the thing. If they can maximize that athletic talent along with the academics, they can accomplish great things, not only on this island, but over in the United States.
Well, that's all the time for Sports on a Tuesday. Once again, I'm Julian Gibson. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight continues in a moment.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.